Perl tutorial part 21, creating random numbers and rounding numbers. So let's begin. I'll show you how to create a random number. So we've got a new variable which is going to be our random number, and we use the function rand, and then we're going to pick a random number between 0 and 100. That's how that works. If we made that 10, it would pick a random number between 0 and 10. Okay, so we can print out our random number. Let's run this. Okay, so we've got a random number between 0 and 100, and it can have quite a few decimal places on it. Okay, so let's just run this a few times and see what we get. 13, 42, etc. 61, etc. Now, I want to do the same thing again, but just make a slight change. Now, we've seen the int function once before in an earlier tutorial. Now, let's we can make our random number an integer, and I'm just gonna pick a number between 0 and 4. So that's 5 options: 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now, this time when we generate our random number, it will become an integer. So let's run this, see what comes up. We get 3. We get 0. We get 2. We get 1. Let's try something out here on an array of items. Array equals quote. Bunch of items being a hat, a mat, say a cat, bat, say a rat. Okay, so we can print out a random item from our array using our random number that we've used the int function on, and we've learned how we can print out items, pick an item to print out from our array. So let's print out array item random. Okay, so because I picked the number 4, which gives us 5 options, so this is item 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So now print array random number. So we're going to print out each time a random thing from our array. So let's run this. Okay, so we got the number 3, so therefore we get bat. So 0, 1, 2, 3, bat is array item 3. So that just fills the square brackets with the number 3, therefore printing out our array item 3. Let's run this again. The item 0, hat. Hat again. Bat. Cat. Alright, so there's some random items. So these could be image files, anything at all. We could print randomly on a page, a random link, a random picture. Okay, now I'd like to show you a function that can round numbers up to however many decimal places you like. It will round up or round down. Now I'll show you the function in a sec. I'd just like to take this scenario here, create a new random number down here. Now let's create a new variable called rounded equals, now sprintf, this is our function for rounding numbers amongst other things, but sprintf, now we just simply type in a percentage sign dot, and let's round our random number that we're about to generate to 2 decimal places. So we type in 2f, close that, and then we're going to round our random number. So let's print our rounded variable. Now the reason I'm printing out the number before we round it is so we can see what it looks like before we round it and then after we round it, so for comparison. Okay, so here's our random number 24.69 etc, and we've rounded it to 2 decimal places. So because this is 1, we round down to 69 of course here. So let's run this a few times, see what we get. 81.317, so therefore it's rounded this up to 2. 81.32. 26.07, so it's rounded up to 26.08. And of course we could round to 1 decimal place by changing this to the number 1. There we go, we've got 0.5 and 0.5. 85.73, 85.7. We could round to say 4 numbers. So on the 4th number 86, so therefore it rounds it up to 9. So a real good tool, sprintf, for rounding numbers.